guys, good morning, and I hope we all are doing well. Like the high demand of me showing us how to use an app to track our finance. Here we'll go today, but before we move down straight to what we want to do today, I want to put us through in one or two things we have to know before we use this app. Yes, things that we need to put in check before we use the app. So, what is expense tracker app? What's it all about? One, it helps you to collect and classify your purchases so that you can identify areas that might be trimmed. Or in the case of net worth, it helps you build your net worth. Or to also know where your money is going, or a stepping stone towards making or following a budget. Yes, if you have a particular budget and you strictly want to follow it, expense tracker app will help you follow it. Yeah, there are a lot of apps, other apps that you can use apart from expense manager, which are money manager. We have Mint, we have Wallet, True Bill, and so many. There are numerous, and all of these apps can be downloaded through your Play Store. But not to waste time for today, let's just move down to what we have to do. When you start tracking your expenses, you can separate your spending into three categories, which is your needs, wants, and savings. You know what needs is. You know what is it. What needs is all about, and you know wants and your savings. Or these savings can also be maybe you want to clear debt or something. So tracking your spending on a regular basis can give you an accurate picture of where your money is going and where you would like it to go instead. Then by using budget, you can accurately account for all the bills you need to pay going forward. But before you start plugging numbers into the app, take a minute to list out each of your monthly expenses. How Here is how to start tracking your monthly expenses. Number one, check your account statements. Pinpoint your money habit, things you spend your money to buy the most. Then two, categorize your expenses by sorting those expenses into needs, wants, and maybe any other things. But it's better you sort those expenses into needs and wants, things you need more and you want. And this will help you organize your budget and prioritize your spending, especially if you need to trim costs to make room for saving or debt payments. So firstly, what are your needs? Needs are the expenses you cannot avoid, your necessities. If you use, maybe for instance, your budget out of your salary, you can cut it down to 50, 30, and 20%. And your needs can carry 50% of your spending because they are necessities. You can't do without them. You can't do without your needs. So what are these necessities? We have housing, either a mortgage or you're under rent. We also have transportation. Transportation here can be classified to several ways. Either car payment, you want to buy a car, you are paying it little by little, or gas, buying of petroleum and all of that. Maintenance, very, very necessary. Then auto insurance for those that are capable, or public transport. Then we also have health care. Health care. You know, our health, we don't have two life in this, so you have to keep some money aside for your health in case of incasity. So some people go on and do health insurance, and some go maybe get medications like that. Then we have utilities like your electricity, your water, your natural gases, your sanitation, yeah, your internet. That's maybe buying of airtime, your data, and all of that. Then we have cell phones. I've said that before. Then number five, we have groceries like your toiletries, or maybe your haircuts or making hair, or other essentials. Then for parents, your child care and student school fees, like something you can, like anything you will need, you think that yes, this I can't do without, that is what you classify under your needs. Then wants are these, they are expenses that are, they may be harder to account for. Yes, wants are expenses that are harder to account for in a budget. They don't always come with a set of monthly fee. With the use of an initial budget of 50, 30, and 20, I think once should can be account up to 30% of your budget, because as we are humans, there are a lot of things you want to get for yourself, but you know these are not really your needs, but you want them. Things like clothing, jewelry. It's not as if you don't have clothes to wear, but you know now you want new clothes, you want jewelry, things like that. Like things like dining out, eating outside, banging outside once in a while. You have to set aside some money for that. Things like drinks, for those who drink like that. Things like movie or event tickets. Yes, then gym or club memberships, those that exercises, they have to set money. You know it is not your needs, they are not necessities, but you want that, yeah. Then travel expensive, self-care, like going for spa or pedicure. So all these are your wants, and you can set like 30% of your budget for it. Yeah, the last one here now goes for savings. Yes, just with our initial budget of 50, 30, and 20%. 20% can go for our savings. Like we all know, we humans, we have numerous wants, we have numerous needs, and it takes the ability of discipline for we to cut down our expenses, for us to save. Yeah, with that budget of 50, 30%, 20% can go for our savings. It's not bad. What is important is that yes, you're saving out of your earnings, your salary at the end of each month. So savings can go for anything for different people. Some people save for emergency funds, some save for retirement, some save to pay debts. Whichever one goes for you, it is fine. What is important is that you are saving. Like I said earlier, when you start tracking your expenses, the method of separating your spending into these three categories is very necessary. Into your needs, wants, and savings, they are very necessary. Even with the mere you putting them down, writing them down in your book, you can even track your expenses without using your app, because you will be tracking or trimming down your expenses and know what you actually need, your necessities, and what you don't need, and the needs to save. So before you even start using this app, try to classify your spending into these three categories: your needs, your wants, and your savings. Okay, back to our app, Expense Manager. It's actually self-explanatory, easy to use, and you don't need to crack your brain before using this app. Like the features we have here, we have reminder, debt, notes, tools, saving, All you need to do is just play with the app and you'll get used to it. You will know what each features are meant for. Reminder, yeah, if you're someone who forget things easily, you can just set an alarm that so time I need to input my expenses for each day. And this app, it is good you use it on a daily basis. At the end of each day, input whatever. If it's income, if you have an income for the day, you write it down. If it is expenses, you write it down. So now going to the app, like we see on this on your screen, there is a chart. This is how the expense manager app look like. There is nothing that has been inside. This is a fresh note. So we have summary, budget saving, or reoccurring, anyone. So if you want to type in your expenses, like for me, maybe today I have spent 300 naira for transport. I'll write 300 naira, then come to this category and look for transportation. Then I write transportation, then you okay. It will show. You can see this red line showing here. This is my spending for today. And if I have eaten, maybe I bought food of 400 naira, I will just write 400 naira and come here look for food. Or sometimes the food here can be, if it's you bought it from restaurants, because food you can cook it anyhow. Just choose the one that is okay for you to understand later at the end of the month. Then you okay, and you can see that the total amount has increased to 700. So now maybe for instance, now somebody now dash me money, income of, or send me an alert, a credit alert of 2,000 naira. I can just, sorry, I can come to my income, click on income, and down to this plus button, write 2,000 naira, and come to this category again. Look for allowance. Yeah, one thing I will also let you guys to know is that if you want to add any other thing that is not in this list here, you can add. And by so doing, you come to plus. You can add as maybe alert. Under alert, I have maybe dash. Let me write, is it dash or giveaway? Anything you know that you understand at the end of the month, just put it. But instead, I think I'm going to use credit alert. It's part of my income. So now I wrote 2,000 naira as on a credit alert, so I will okay it. So this now you can see there is no any red line here, because it is not an expense. It is not an expense. So you come back to your expense and you see that the figure here has increased. Now going down to your pie chart, you see everything you spend for the day is showing here. The green is showing that it is an income. The food here, which is an expense, is showing. Your travel, your transport is showing here too. So it shows that I have not even spent up to the income I have. So this is actually a good. So like you can see here, I've added another expense, which is my subscription, just with that same method. Like I said, it is a very easy app to use. So my advice is that if you're using the app, you input every expenses you're doing for each day. Then at the end of the week, you see the outcome. If you're actually spending more than your income, or you're actually going by your budget. Remember our initial budget, plan accordingly. And I know that with these few steps, you will be able to monitor your finances and have your savings. Have a good day and God bless you.